Everybody on YouTube, I hope y'all been progressing. Niggas in the chat, y'all say what's up to YouTube. We live on everything. I told y'all recently that we gonna be multi-streaming. So if you on YouTube, you prefer the YouTube streams, you can tap in with me on YouTube. I'm also gonna be putting these lives up. If you on if you prefer Twitch, you can go ahead slide to the Twitch. Y'all know the link in the description. This dual streaming dope. How you can see both chats. Oh, so y'all can see both chats like on this screen right here. Good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I had to set that shit up. I was low key procrastinating. Uh, I had went, I had went to Cedar Point a couple of days ago, so I was really just recovering from that. Man, I had a lot of fun, but it took a lot of energy. I ain't gonna lie. My nigga Butch Fives. My nigga Butch. What's that word? But let's get into this. This is a sad situation. Just letting y'all know. Everybody on stream. It's a little sad, so it might gut wrench. But it say a 15-year-old has been sentenced to 100 years in prison for his role in a failed gang-related hit that resulted in the death of a 26-year-old woman in Anderson, Indiana last year. And I also heard it was two other teenagers that was involved in this. But the amount of people involved, and honestly, even this kid on the screen, it has nothing to do with the underlying problem at hand. First and foremost, what we have to understand is there has to be people who do things the way they do things in order for the world to be balanced. Just as much negativity is equated to the amount of positivity that happens on this planet. That's just the way this shit works. Going back to the yin and yang, it's a balance. So, yes, as your positivity grows, your adversary is growing as well. However, like I said, it's a balance. It's just the way life goes. Learn how to accept that. But let's talk about how the adversary actively uses its attacks on, I'll say, the lower level people. Not lower level as in they beneath, but lower level as in they just don't have enough consciousness. Really, kids. Kids because their brain is not fully developed, even though it's a lot of kids who smart as hell. Some adults who just aren't exposed to consciousness because they whole life they were stuck in survival mode. When you stuck in survival mode your whole life, you don't have access to other neural pathways. Literally, you just focused on what's in front of you. You're not concerned about what the fuck is actually going on a broader scale. How can you look from a bird's eye view when you don't even got the ground level straight? You can't do that. So they keep people on the ground level, right? Let's talk about thought forms. Y'all know the power of life and death lies within the tongue. Shit. The power of the tongue holds life and death, or whatever the fuck they say. And when God created the earth, he said, let there be light, meaning that the power is within the word. However, when the media started to come into the picture, a lot of people started changing their word. And so more things started being. A lot of people started saying, man, it's a lot of YNs around. Man, these YNs out of control. Man, these YNs this, these YNs that. Even the term YN is feeding into the big thought bubble of violence, right? And since that thought bubble of violence is being fed, that's why you are seeing more and more situations like this. Little niggas going to jail for 100 years. 100 years. Gang life really grooming. Bro, it's mental grooming. No cap. It's mental grooming. It's mentally grooming somebody. It's the music. That's a big part of it. That's a very big part of it. Because it also makes them think that this shit is cool to do. Not only does it make them think like this shit is cool because they have the cool aesthetic going on. You got these fire frames. You got these fire outfits. It's just an appealing aesthetic. On top of that appealing aesthetic in a visual manner, it's also an internal pull when you come from nothing because you feel like, damn, I can get something. All I got to do is this. Kill a nigga, go rap about it. Go on a drill, go rap about it. Hit a lick, go rap about it. sell some drugs, go rap about it. If I do that, then I could become rich. Then I can make it out, right? That's a part of the scam. So the system makes the most money off you as possible. What y'all got to understand is, bro, a lot of the shit that we see that is like a social issue, even the LGBTQ, respectfully, a lot of people say it be agendas associated with that. It's all about money. You make more money off of somebody who wants to transition than somebody who remains straight. You make more money off of somebody who is in the streets, off of somebody who stays at home and focuses on their craft. So it is all a part of their plan to get you in the most profitable ways they can. That's why a lot of these celebrities be blasted everywhere. It's cameras all up in their face. Let's go back to the thought bubble though. The more you speak it, the more it is. The more you see it, the more it is. So pay attention what you are giving your attention towards. Because honestly, I don't encounter YNs, bro. I don't encounter YNs because I have programmed my reality to be such ways. I don't put myself in situations where YNs is going to be. I put myself in situations where I have a lot of good conversation. Sure, somebody might have a certain background and come from a certain area, but these niggas be thinking on a whole nother level. On a whole nother level, man. Niggas who got big dreams, niggas who want to make something for themselves. Literally. So when you view things like this, understand that the more it is circulated throughout other people is the bigger the reality actually becomes. Be very cognizant of that, man, and be aware of what is truly going on. Like I said, this shit is sad as fuck. 100 years for a 15-year-old is wild. They couldn't have just said life. Shit, 100 years? My goodness. But all of the appeals to the lifestyle is what lands niggas in these situations. It is what it is, though, bro. Make sure y'all being aware of what is really going on. Because if you not, the system will take advantage of you. Because that's what the system does. They like to take advantage of niggas. Pull up to the Twitch, bro. Link in the description, man. I ain't playing.